Yeah, here we go. I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer on.
Yeah, let's do this. TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer on this gaming thing. Gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on the gaming string. Bang, bang, blaze them all up. TJ Quake, we're busting like 1, 2, 3, here we go.
Crack-a-lackin', people, what's crack-a-lackin'? We are back in the mix once again. Oh, put that down, y'all. Budoplasmic. I'm always starting off with some Budoplasmic on my show. It's one of my cuts, so that's why I always do it, you know. Anyways, y'all, what's cracking like and what's happening with all you peoples out there? Been away for a minute, been doing a lot of things, been getting some new stuff put into place and all this other stuff. So I've been out for a second, took a little break, but I'm back with some more craziness. And we always got to come in with the craziness, ladies and gentlemen, because that's just what the TJ Quake Pop Culture Talk show is all about. Okay, that's what it's all about. We always got to talk about craziness. Craziness in movie industry, in the gaming industry, in political, American industry. But today we got to get into the social media thing. And today I'm going to talk to you because I want to talk to all my people out there that are getting ready to be, content creators, people that are already content creators, like Geeks and Gamers, Young Rippa, my boy Tatum, Brandon Tatum. Over there, the Quartering, Jeremy over there. There's a number of cats out there that are doing, out here. And a lot of us that are conservatives or not even so much even conservatives. You got your libertarians, you got conservatives, you got people that just want things to go back to normal again, to stop being silenced. And I think all of us can agree that we're all tired of being politically silenced. And it doesn't even have to be political. It's just silenced in anything that these industries, these social platforms want to, pretty much take away from us. When we say something they don't like, there's words on YouTube you can't even say anymore. I mean, the actual freaking English language is being torn apart, ladies and gentlemen, because now you can't say certain things that normally you would say in any other conversation. You can't say a woman was, R-A-P, E-D. You can't say that anymore. I don't know why. I'm just hearing people like bleeping it out of their comments when they say it. Just all kinds of stupid stuff. And that's the reason why things like Twitter and Facebook, they're known for silencing people, canceling people out, throwing them off their platforms, and so forth. Hint, Donald Trump got thrown off of Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Alex Jones got thrown off of YouTube because he's saying things are just not correct. They're not politically correct, and just a bunch of bullshit. They don't like it when we come down on the things that we know are not, I guess, freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom, the Second Amendment, the First Amendment, all the amendments. We're not allowed to talk about these things sometimes because the political left, the far lefties, and those progressives, okay, those fools, they hate people having freedom. They don't like us having freedom. They don't like us saying things because they can't handle the argument. Anytime you debate these people, they get all, I gotta get my safe space, right? And that's a normal thing that always happens with these idiots because they can't debate you. Don't ever think that AOC will ever debate anybody, ever. It's never gonna happen because the girl is brainless, clueless. She ain't got a thought process. Her thought process is of a gnat. And I do literally mean a gnat. That little thing. Yeah, so basically, ladies and gentlemen, today what I'm going to talk to you about on here on TJ Quake's Ghetto Pop Culture Talk. And by the way, if you guys like what you hear, please subscribe. Rock her. You guys can subscribe right here on YouTube. Give us a like if you like what you're hearing. The little commentary that I'm bringing out to you here always helps and supports us, because we just try to build this thing up, trying to make things happen. Especially with the TJ and MJ Spin Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar movie reviews, which you guys know we always do a live podcast on that. This is actually on live podcast right now from Spreaker.com and also from TJ Quake's Galactic Ghetto Galactic Entertainment website, which I'll put that website down below in the descriptions below there. So feel free, you guys. And hey, I welcome any type of likes or dislikes. It doesn't matter to me, because it's all about showing where it kind of lets us see, where are we doing good here and where are we not doing good here, or is this just a bunch of freaking idiots just doing whatever, and you can just kind of go, yeah, whatever, I don't give a flip about that. But at least I can weigh in on, what's kind of doing well with whatever video I'm doing. If you take away dislikes, which is what I'm getting ready to get into, YouTube is getting rid of dislikes. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already been starting to hear about this and everything. Geeks and Gamers Jeremy talked about it. Corlin talked about it. Young Ripper talked about it. A number of people are starting to go, what the heck? What do you mean taking away the dislikes and everything? And there's a reason behind it. They're giving us their reason. Their reason is, we want to be fair to independent creators, small creators. We want to be fair to those guys because they're just getting a whipload of dislikes, and it's not fair. It hurts their feelings and so forth. Have you guys ever seen any of us over here on YouTube get our feelings hurt? No, we don't get our feelings hurt if we see some dislikes. Matter of fact, we don't even mention them. It's not like even a thing of discussion. It just lets us know, okay, we got this many people that don't like it and this many people that do like it. It's a fair thing to do. It gives me a good estimate. It lets me see my stats, who's listening, who doesn't like it, and that kind of vibe and whatnot. Do I care? Most of the time, I really don't give a flip. Yeah, do I look at it and go, okay, maybe there's something there that I can, do better. It may help me out. If it's coming from my peers that normally do like my videos and then they give me a dislike on one, it makes me want to kind of go, okay, well, let me see, what have I done? And a lot of times people can put that in the comments anyway. So YouTube is saying they're trying to help us. They're trying to be, mindful of our feelings. I'm debunking all that craziness today, ladies and gentlemen. No, we're not going to go with that. And I'm going to tell you why. As you guys probably already know, YouTube, amongst Facebook's, Twitters, and all that so forth, they got to bow down to the masters, which is the political correct government that we now live in. The Biden's administration, all these left-wing Democrats. That's who they fall legion to. That's their masters. And because those are their masters and any of these other flipnecks, anytime we downplay what these fools out there in society say about us and try to take away our freedoms and all these other things of political correctness that comes our way every freaking day. Well, when we downplay that, like say a freaking movie, for instance, Disney made the Star Wars, the new 3 Star Wars movies, right? Didn't Disney do that new 3 Star Wars movie thing? Huh? Okay, yeah, they did those 3 new Star Wars movies, and nobody liked them. I wonder why. Maybe because they put a bunch of woke stuff in there, and people like myself and everybody else out there who falls kind of on the conservative right and all that stuff. The people they always keep calling racist. Yeah, I guess I'm a racist now. Go figure. So they call us racist. They call us, man babies. They call us misogynist pigs. We're homophobes, we're this and that, when we disagree with something in a movie or in a book or being taught to our kids. So when we go against those narratives, well, they want to silence us. They're like, So Star Wars, we downplayed that shit so badly, Disney couldn't handle it. Kathleen Kennedy can't handle it, okay? She's the one that stabbed George Lucas in the back after George Lucas, was being utmostly kind to this woman and giving the mantle over to her, thinking that she was going to take care of his baby. No, she had other plans in mind. No, George Lucas, I'm going to undermine you. I'm going to take your projects that you worked so hard for all these years and made such a major thing. I'm going to change it to women power and diversity power, and women are the force. The force is women and all that stupid stuff that made people go, what? This ain't the Star Wars I remember. And so forth. Well, Kathleen Kennedy has been finding out that the hard way throughout the years here since they started the whole Disney Star Wars. And I call it Disney Star Wars because it ain't George Lucas Star Wars. It ain't original flavor. It ain't the real deal Star Wars. They're starting to try to do some things with Tim Filoni, Ferraro, and George Lucas is coming back in there doing some things with some new stuff that's going to be on there, like the Book of Boba Fett, the Obi-Wan Kenobi little story thing that's going on, some things that's going on with Christian Hayden. They're saying some things, they got a lot of cool projects that are starting to come to par over there at Disney. But as you know, Dave Chapek or Bob Chapek? I'm sorry, Bob Chapek. Basically has been slowly taking Kathleen Kennedy away from these projects. Why? Because everybody disliked, key into this whole conversation, guys, disliked the last 3 Star Wars movies. Okay? The Disney ones. The ones that were all woke and full of stupid, nothing but, I guess, jokes. It was a woke movie that was a joke. So, and so the political left always hates that because why? They push all these stupid things that most normal people aren't really into. You got your few people over here, a few people over there, and a few down over there. Mainly they're all on Twitter, always complaining, yippity yap, talking smack and everything. Always want to crush you because you like Chris Pratt. They're mad at him because why? How could this actor be a Christian? Oh my gosh! How can this be? God, please don't let this be this. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not supposed to be talking about yeah. So, Chris Pratt, because he talks about God and says great things about his wife and his child and stuff like that, how blessed he is. Oh, no, they can't have that. He's a straight white male. And guess what? The LGBT community, those people that are on the far left, and I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them over there, they don't like that. Why? Because Christians don't agree with the lifestyle of the LGBT community and everything. Not to say that they hate you and they want you to, do something to you. They just don't agree with your lifestyle. Why? Because the Bible tells us that it's not an agreeable lifestyle to do. Under God, it's an abomination. But people don't like hearing that. And that's the reason why they're always trying to retribute the daggum Christians. Okay? Anytime you say a Christian comes in and says something, they want to silence them. Well, sorry, you can't silence God. God will for always and ever and always will be. He is the Mega, the Alpha, Almighty. He will always be, always has been. And you will never silence that, people. Just like you ain't going to silence us. You ain't silencing us. Because as long as I got God on my side, I'm all good. So, and if you don't like it, please put a dislike in there. Please! Oh, that's right. YouTube won't let you dislike anymore. It won't show. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube is taking out all the dislikes because they want to think that they think they're pulling something, trying to save all of us, from criticism. And really what it is they're trying to save the high elites, the left elites out there from criticism. They don't like them being criticized. Just like when you see on Rotten Tomatoes and so forth, they try to get all their critics over here. Nobody looks at the critic score. They look at the actual viewer scores, the actual people that go to the movies, that actually go and put time and put money into watching the movie and so forth. Yeah, the actual audience score is the score that they try to denounce, and they want you to act like the critic score is the big shiz. When you notice that the critic scores most of the times, if it's a movie with Chris Pratt in it, and it's a uppity up movie with a straight man and a man that's the hero. Oh no, downplay that. We can't have men being the heroes anymore. Only women can be heroes now. Only women know how to beat up other men. Like. That became a thing all of a sudden. Like, you see all these movies nowadays where it's all the protagonists are all women now? It's because they're doing this whole diversity thing and so forth. And I don't mind a woman protagonist. I love a woman protagonist. I like a woman hero and so forth. Like Wonder Woman You know, like Supergirl. These were like female heroes that I actually used to love watching until CW got Supergirl on there. Started off great at times, and then they started going woke. Let's go ahead and start throwing all this other stuff in there that is not necessarily stuff that most people like myself and most people that read comic books would even bother caring about. But no, that's what they put in there. They put all that wiggity waggity woggity stuff up in there, and they start cheesing the whole thing up, which made a lot of people leave watching Supergirl and everything. I always loved the first Wonder Woman. I thought it was the most baddest one of the most baddest comic book movies out there since Superman. When I first saw Superman for the first time as a kid, and everything, I was like, couldn't wait for a Wonder Woman movie to come out. But anyway, I digress. So today is really about talking about what we can do, ladies and gentlemen, to oversee these flipnecks out there that try to put us down all the time. The Facebooks, the Twitters, and even, yes, the YouTubes. Because pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen, all your favorite YouTubers that talk like me are going to be canceled. YouTube was probably going to get rid of all of us at some point. Why? They're already trying to get rid of everything you can practically say, and now they're getting rid of the one thing you can do to criticize a project or something that you don't like. Or maybe it could be a video on fixing an engine. And there's a lot of car videos out there, engine videos out there on YouTube, and some are good and some are bad. Some don't know what the heck they're doing. They ain't teaching you squat. So you dislike it and everything. And that normally tells other people, oh, you know what? This one's got a lot of dislikes and very little likes on it. You know what? That's probably not going to be the best one to look at. But this one has like 50,000 likes on it and like 1,000 dislikes. I'm going to go with the 50,000 likes over the 1,000 like one. It kind of lets me know. It's kind of like you're looking, at what are these websites that will actually give a critique on the business that you're looking for, like plumbing and stuff like that. You want to find a good plumber? Well, you look online, you see who's the top of the list up there on the Google. Google always does that whole thing, and you can see the top 10 plumbers out there that got, and they got their ratings, their star ratings on them and all that kind of stuff. And you can check all those things out and see, okay, yeah, this one looks like it's got a lot of good ratings, a lot of people reviewing. So, and this one got only 2 stars, this one's got 5 stars. So what does that tell you? Well, the one with 5 stars is the one I'm going to go with. The one that has 2 stars, I don't think so. It's just the way it is. That's life. That's how it works. If you want to get your product out there, do a good thing with your product, then you're going to make a good product that people are going to like, and so forth. And if you're getting a lot of, low scores, then that means that you just need to improve on your flow a little bit more. And sometimes those low scores, see what YouTube is talking about, as well as people that just go over there and hate your shit because they don't like you. But see, they're using that as an excuse to try to, baby us. They think that we're hurt by that. We're not hurt by that. None of us are hurt by that. The only people that are hurt by that are lefties. People that are politically correct-minded individuals who basically want to silence everybody else but themselves. And so forth, and they can't handle it when they can slap you, but as soon as you slap them back, they're like, how dare you slap me? How could you slap me? Are you crazy? Did you just not slap me, motherfucker? Okay then, we're even. But no, living in today's society, somebody slaps you, you're not allowed to slap them back, because if you slap them back, you're the criminal. Yeah, you guys notice what's going on in the world? Kyle Rittenhouse, yeah, that case that's going on right now. The guys are allowed to attack him, but heaven forbid he freaking defend himself, and unfortunately he had to use largely powerful force to do it because he's being attacked from all sides. If anybody looks at the freaking video, you can see a guy coming at him, kicking him in the head, another guy slams him upside the head with a skateboard, and another motherfucker coming at him with a gun. But he was just supposed to sit there and wait till he gets jacked up before he starts shooting. This is the problem with society today, ladies and gentlemen. So when you criticize these people, they don't like it. And this is what YouTube is trying to prevent all of us from doing. They're basically saying, you guys can't dislike anymore. Dislikes are going to be, and they try to make it sound like they're doing it for us. Hint, hint. Yeah, they're doing it for us. Like, this is great. Nobody can say anything bad about me anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, that's part of life. and everything. I got videos up here. I'm a new cat to this, video creation stuff and so forth. I get dislikes. I've been getting a lot of likes and so forth, probably more so than my dislikes and everything. But I get my dislikes. I get people that want to freaking say some stuff, they hate on it or whatever. I'm like, okay, hey, that's your opinion. Good for you, buddy. I'm still stroking. I'm still moving on. You ain't stopping me from doing what I got to do and everything. You can hate me, dislike me, I do not care. God says in the Bible, the world, if you are a Christian, the world will hate you. So I'm already prepared for the hating. I'm already ready for that. So guess what, YouTube? I don't need you to save me from anybody because I'm not a baby. I'm not in a safe space bubble where I have to be in this bubble and everything. That's not me. And so forth. I can handle it. Sorry for that little delay right there. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get ready to pop up some stuff for you guys because I got a little bit of a show for you guys just to kind of give you an idea of what we could do now. Now that we talked about all the craziness and why they're doing what they're doing, guess what? All these social media left-wing flipnicks like, Mark Zuckerberg and the rest of these flipnicks out there, you notice that we're all making a comeback. We're all making a comeback on the conservative side, or whatever you want to call it, people that just want freedom. I just call it people freedom fighters, Americans, true Americans. The people that want all this political correctness to me, they don't want America. They hate America. They're burning flags. They're burning people's businesses down because somebody got shot by a cop who was a criminal. This is the kind of stupidity that we're dealing with nowadays. The world has gone backwards, people. We are no longer living in Kansas. We are now in the Wizard of Oz. We are in the land of Oz, and it is crazy in this joint. It is completely wild backwards and so forth. So now we got to freaking make our own world again. We got to save what little left of old Americana is still left out there. And if that means we need to secede from the country, maybe most of these states need to do that. I've been hearing a lot of talks about seceding from the country. You got Texas, Florida. I mean, all these red states are like, hey, you know what, Biden, we're done with you, dude. Yeah, we're done with you, Mr. Brandon. Let's go, Brandon Flipnick. We're done with you. So we're going to go ahead and separate ourselves from your bullshits. And so forth. And then all you people that want all these people to come over the border, they can go live in your town. And let them live amongst you. And then we'll see how far you guys get when you guys start complaining about, oh, we need to call the cops because these guys are breaking in the house. Oh my gosh, it's a cartel. Oh my gosh, there's an MS-13 guy out there. And he's threatening to kill my daughter. Let me call the police. Hello? Sorry, there is no police available in your area. We will not be able to deliver any police in your area for the next day or two. But they're coming and trying to break into my house. Sorry. Well, what am I gonna? That's what's going to be you guys. That's not going to be us. You guys out there that are acting stupid, that want police to be defunded, you guys will be dealing with that and so forth. We're going to be cocked and ready to go. So you see what I'm saying? We ain't going to be stupid and let some fool just try to come jack us. And we'll be living in an area probably where we won't have to deal with that as much because you guys will have all these wonderful people you want to come over. And they'll be living among you. And then we'll see what you'll be talking about then. But now as far as the whole seceding from the country kind of thing, we need to do the same thing with our media sites. Have your backup ready, you peoples, and I'm going to give you some pointers on that. Right now, there's a number of things. You got Rumble. You got a lot of the news sites that have come out there are kind of like, basically freedom of speech type sites. You got your Gab. You got your Parler. You got, let's see, what am I thinking about? You got BitChute, Minds. There's a number of these different sites out there now, and they're coming about more and more now because all these normal social media sites on the left, they're constantly silencing everybody. They're constantly canceling. They're demonetizing you. They're doing all this stupid stuff to shut you up. Well, we're not going to be silenced. And I've heard this through Geeks and Gamers. I heard this through Young Ripper. Odyssey is a new spot I want you guys to check out and everything. And we're going to get to Odyssey in a second. I just created I didn't even know I had Odyssey at first. I think I created like 2 years ago and completely forgot all about it. It was through a thing called library.com. LBRY or something like that. LBRY, library. And that's the abbreviation for it. They started the site called, and let me go here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting into the Christmas spirit already. Christmas is coming out. Yeah, yes. So this is my site, you guys. This thing literally is like freaking. It's like the new freaking YouTube. It is freaking badass. It's called Odyssey. Odyssee. Okay, with a little guy on the front. Their little logo's astronaut, I think. Yeah, it's an astronaut. But this is my little site I just created. You guys, all these videos you're seeing right here that I'm showing you, this is all stuff that got literally transferred over from YouTube to Odyssey. Yes, that's right. This site is literally YouTube on another level. And it's just starting. It's getting better. They're getting more and more things happening on it. And it's growing. A lot of growth on this thing right now. A lot of people are already, something like 40 million, I think, is already on it. I just kind of awakened this site because I completely forgot I even had it. Some guy, I guess, saw one of my videos one time. Yeah, I found out about you from Odyssey. That's how I was able to find out about you, and that's when I came over to your YouTube page. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, Odyssey? What the heck is that? And at the time, I just didn't really even think about it. And everything. I said, I guess I'm on something out there called Odyssey, or maybe it's just, something on Google that just kind of puts you out in some whatever search site thing. And maybe I thought that's what it was. And then I started hearing more and more about this thing. And next thing I know, when I find out about that YouTube is going to start taking away the dislikes, well, this is kind of like the one the straw that broke the camel's back, ladies and gentlemen. It broke the camel's back. And why? Because, Geeks and Gamers over here, my boy Jeremy, I was watching his video here, right here. And, Jeremy was on, let me see if I can get past this real quick, like.
What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are talking about YouTube and their latest ridiculous decision, and I think that it needs to be covered, so I'm going to cover it on multiple channels. I've already talked about it once on my D-Day Cobra channel, so if you have not subscribed to that channel, please consider doing so. I'll leave a link in the comments below, but also I wanted to cover it here on this channel because I think it's important enough. This is an absolutely tone-deaf decision by YouTube in every aspect. I don't believe a word of what they are saying in this tweet right here. I don't believe anything about it. And if you do, you're not paying attention. YouTube is not doing this for small creators. YouTube is not doing this for mental health. YouTube is doing this to protect big companies. YouTube is doing this to protect politicians. YouTube is doing this to keep people's voices silent. That is
Sorry about that. Sometimes it's me to get my mouse over the other screen. So you heard it right there. I heard it. The first time I heard about this was through Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, and he basically is reading off this tweet. And this is what YouTube put out on a tweet. They said to reduce targeting dislike attacks and their impact on creators. ESP on smaller creators, you'll no longer see a public dislike count on YouTube starting today. The dislike button is staying. This comes after lots of research, testing, and consideration. So basically, they're using this as their excuse to take away dislikes because they're saying all these small creators are just being disliked so much that they don't have a chance. Man! Do you see any of us who always get demonetized all the time by YouTube and stuff like that? YouTube don't like what you say and they take you off. Oh, we dislike this content you're putting out. So guess what? We're going to take your freaking video off. And everything. Oh, you said a word we don't like. We're going to take your video off. Oh, what? You're going to say that? Okay, well, you're going to be demonetized. No money for you. I'm just like, really? It's funny, ain't it? Yeah. It's freaking hilarious. But this is what they like to do, peoples. So we just call them out on the shiz. This is the reason why we have to move to different alternatives, ladies and gentlemen. We need to move into different things. And this is the reason why Trump is getting ready to do his new thing called, it's actually called Truth, Social, I think what's it? Truth Social? Something like that. It's Truth Social. You guys, I'm going to let you hear this chick, okay? Or one of these, I think she's on this one show called Rising or something like that. Matter of fact, her name is Kim Irvinson. Kim Irvinson, this girl right here. Now, it's called Truth Social. She's actually going to tell you some stuff about Donald Trump's new social thing and what it's going to entail. I'm going to let you hear the whole thing, what she's got to say, so you guys can know that we're getting ready to get out of this stuff that we're in, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever think that these people can hold you down. They cannot. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all these freaking evil-ass left-wing flipnicks out there, they're not going to be able to hold us down. They're not going to be able to silence us because there's going to be new stuff. And that's the reason why I love capitalism. Because when there's capitalism, ladies and gentlemen, that means that makes room for other people to come up with inventions and things like that and say, hey, come and check my product out. We're doing this better than these guys over here. Really? Let me check it out. See, we got a solution to our problem. When these flipnicks start getting stupid with us and they want to start silencing us, then we're going to go and do things like this. Hello, Odyssey. I'm one of your favorites now. Odyssey, this site here is dealing things like with cryptocurrency and things like that. Pretty crazy. Look at this right here. I'll just give you just a quick vibe of what this one guy talks about. Odyssey real quick. So I'm going to put this on real quick so you guys can hear that. Let me mute this mic real quick.
Video on LBRY, and since then there have been some massive changes to the platform, the website and the desktop client alike, but one of the biggest changes to it is actually the launch of a new interface for LBRY called Odyssey, which is basically a more user-friendly way of working with LBRY that makes it feel a lot more like using something like YouTube. Now, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos on LBRY, or you just have never come across the platform before, basically it is a crypto-based video platform. I guess you can distribute more than just video on it, but the main stuff is video, and it is one of, if not the biggest alternative to YouTube that exists right now. One of the first
It is one of the biggest things out there on alternative source that you can go to and everything. A lot of people are finding out about this, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let the world find out about it. But when more and more people, and you know how stuff starts spreading like a virus? Us, the people, can spread this message, ladies and gentlemen. This is what my video is about today. We're going to start spreading the message. We're going to start letting people know, hey, there's other alternatives you can go to, ladies and gentlemen, to actually slice these foods out of the pie. So, and I'm telling you guys, there's so much to this Odyssey thing that I'm like going, you know what? This is probably going to be my next big thing that I'm going to use. And the way you can make money on it, I think, in some instances, outweighs YouTube. I think they already got a tipping system already built into it, so people can tip if they like and stuff kind of like Twitch. When you do Twitch on Twitch TV, and people can do tips and they give you little jibble bits and stuff like that turns into cash. It's like cryptocurrency. They have a thing called cryptocurrency. This up here, this number that I got here, 44.45, is the cryptocurrency I've occurred so far. Every time somebody watches one of my videos on here, I earn a cryptocurrency. Every time I watch a video, I earn cryptocurrency and stuff like that. You can do all the same stuff you can do on YouTube. You got your freaking list here. This brought my entire YouTube category on over here. It brought the whole freaking thing on over from YouTube, and it just syncs up, locks it right into your thing, and so forth. You put your bank, whatever thing you want to use for tipping people or for people tipping you, and it goes right into your account. It's all set up already in Odyssey, and they got all these different things over here. You can follow lists, big hits, gaming, music, the universe, tech. So any one of these things, if I want to just look at like gaming, I can click on that and I can see all the gaming videos. Booyah! Look at that. Come over here. I'm on gaming, and I can check out all the different gaming videos, streamers, that kind of thing. It's just straight up already set up, you guys. And they're doing more and more to this thing. They're building it up. They're building it up, peoples. So, Odyssey is going to be one of those things I think is going to very much compete with YouTube. But you think this is something? Trump got something that's going to knock a lot of people's boots out, because Trump's been waiting to do something. He's already launched it. I think he's getting ready. I guess they signed the deal for it and all that. But wait till you see what. Don't listen to me, because I don't got all the full flavor like Kim here has. So I'm gonna let you listen to her real quick and check out what she's got to say. You guys are gonna be blown away by some of the things. And these, again, people, these are alternatives to the craziness that we don't need to have to deal with all the time. This is what this is about. I want everybody to start spreading the word about this stuff. So let's go over here. I'm gonna mute my mic again.
Kim, what's on your radar?
Well, there's a new social media platform coming called Truth Social. And no, this is not Facebook's new name. Former President Donald Trump announced last night the launch of his long-rumored social media site that will go online in early 2022. The app is available for pre-order in Apple's App Store and looks like it's going to be a lot like Twitter in how it operates. It even takes a small jab at the site's founder, Jack Dorsey. You can see here in the preview screenshot of what the app will look like that they made a fake account called Jack's Beard with the handle @Jack, the handle Jack Dorsey uses on Twitter. In another mock-up screenshot, Jack's Beard is in a conversation with someone named Jane requesting to take down an account. Jane responds with, "Jack, are you sure you want to do that? I mean, it's a pretty big deal censoring that content. Kind of an overreach, right?" With an angry Jack responding in all caps, "Just take it down." And looking at the other mock-up screenshots of what the app might look like, it isn't what you'd expect. The content actually isn't political. One screenshot showcases a trending section with news outlets such as Variety announcing Christopher Nolan leaving Warner Brothers, Fox News reporting on the new host of Jeopardy, TechCrunch discussing the iPhone 13, and you can even see a sliver of the New York Times logo indicating that even they will be invited onto the new app. And you'll apparently be able to follow people the same way you can on Twitter, with, once again, the mock-up showing nothing really political. The people showcased are a couple who declare themselves the cutest, a singer, songwriter, performer, and someone who says that if you follow them, they'll be your best friend for life. There's really nothing inflammatory or incendiary about the app on its face. The profiles showcased are people of different genders and people of different races. The app describes itself as a big tent social media platform that encourages an open, free, and honest global conversation without discriminating against political ideology. When describing what a big tent means, the app says, "Big tent is a new way to describe inclusivity in America. Think of a giant outdoor event tent at your best friend's wedding. Who's there? The combination of multiple families from all over the United States and the world. Uncle Jim from Atlanta is a proud libertarian. Aunt Kelly from Texas is a staunch conservative. Your cousin John from California is a diehard liberal. And guess what? They're all together to have an amazing time and share their viewpoints of the world. Although we don't always agree with each other, we welcome these varied opinions and welcome the conversation." So this all sounds nice, but we all know that despite the mock-ups, the app is going to be political and people will be slinging mud at each other. Political conversation is impossible to avoid in today's climate, especially on a social media platform that's geared towards re-platforming those who have at some point been deplatformed or those who fear censorship from big tech.
Big tech. And that's the whole idea for behind it, you guys. Censorship from big tech. All these type of these flipnicks out there that always constantly, want to silence you. Well, they're going to have another thing coming, because things like Truth Social, and mind you, I didn't get to that part where she uncovers the part where this is not just for like a replacement for Twitter and Facebook. Oh, it's covering Twitter, Facebook, news outlets, and everything. So it's going to have its own news thing, like next, Newsmax or Fox or whatever, and everything. You're going to have that. It's going to have a YouTube, another type of YouTube type vibe where you'll be able to do your videos and stuff like that, just like YouTube. The whole nine. He's got different platforms that are going to be all within one entity called Truth Social and everything. And you guys, it's going to be freaking crazy when he gets his shit out. They want this man to have. They're trying to shut this down. They do not. They ain't gonna be able to shut down Trump, because Trump's got all the backing in the motherfucking world and all the money. They can't freaking deal with this dude. Trump is always coming at you with and he ain't stopping. And that's what we need to do, peoples. We need to keep coming at fools. We need to make sure that you ain't stopping us. You ain't stopping us no matter what. Because what you every time you throw a blow, I'm throwing another one right back at you, and an elbow, and so forth. We're gonna always keep coming back. You ain't stopping this. You ain't stopping God up above, because God got our back. God don't got your back if you with Satan. And that's what I say straight up, Satan. Satan wants chaos. Satan wants to silence you. Satan hates when you say something that he don't like and everything, and tries to stop you from doing it. That's what the left is all about. The only people that ever try to stop people from doing stuff, and say, you ever see people on the, you notice he calls it the Big Tent, right? It's called the Big Tent and everything. Look at this again right here. The Big Tent. The reason why he calls it that is because everybody's included. Leftists, libertarians, it doesn't matter, Christians, Muslims, don't matter who's your creed, race, background, all you people are invited under the Big Tent and so forth. And guess what? You can disagree with each other, and you can learn to disagree with each other. That's just the way it is. That's the American way. It's always been that way. We're going to have things that we're going to agree on and things we're not going to agree with and everything. But the great and the most beautiful part about it is you can't silence me because you don't like what I had to say. You know, every time I say something, you call it racist. Everything that I disagree with on you, it's racist. Kyle Rittenhouse is a racist. That was the first thing they threw at him. Don't even know the dude shot three white dudes. You know what I'm saying? It was 3 white dudes, and he said, "Oh, he's a racist." I think he didn't go there trying to shoot black people, Mexican people, any other race. No, he shot the motherfuckers that are trying to attack him, and so forth. But no, he's a racist because he's trying to protect himself. Yeah, so these are the stupidity things that we have to deal with in this life. So in order to fight against that, people, we need stuff like this. Let's see. She says a little bit more here that was kind of interesting. Let me see, just to kind of, because it's going to be over in a second.
So what's to stop this app from falling the way of Parler, being completely deplatformed by every carrier and even by the web hosting service themselves? After all, people are already on Twitter calling for Apple to refrain from platforming Trump's app. This is actually where things get really interesting.
I want to comment on this. See, so I've been buying Apple products since purchasing the Power Mac 7100. If you actually promote and sell Trump's Truth Social platform app, I will never buy another Apple product. How is aligning this company with a effing fascist remotely a good thing? Would Steve approve of this? Would Steve approve of this? You can't let it happen! Don't let it happen! Trump can't do this! We need to be able to keep silencing people. We don't want them to have their own place where they can go and be free. Yeah. So let's play a little bit more. So mute this over here again. I always gotta mute this damn mic.
Truth Social is a product of a larger company Trump announced called Trump Media and Technology Group. And the company will be made public through a merger with an already public company and has an initial valuation of $875 million with a projected valuation of $1.7 billion, depending on the performance of the stock price post-business combination. In Trump's press release, he stated, quote, "We live in a world where the Taliban has a huge presence on Twitter, yet your favorite American president has been silenced. This is unacceptable," he goes on to say. Quote, "Everyone asks me, why doesn't someone stand up to big tech? Well, we will be soon." Now, the leaked company deck shows just how he intends to do this. Truth Social would be a competitor to Twitter and Facebook. TMTG Plus will compete with Netflix and Disney Plus. TMTG News will compete with news content creators like CNN and iHeartRadio. And a third branch that's envisioned for the company will be a tech stack that includes its own web hosting and payment processing software. The only thing that seems to be missing from this are the devices and the app stores themselves. But if I were to guess, they're probably already thinking of that. So this is really interesting how.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. That's it in a nutshell on everything. If you notice, he's got a thing that's going to cover everything. He's going to cover all the stuff and so forth. It's going to compete with everything that's out there. And it's going to, and you know, Trump always got to win. Trump's a winner. So he's going to definitely try to dominate all these motherflips, these evil flipnicks out there that constantly want to jack us over. It ain't going to happen no more, peoples. That's just what's going to be down. And TJ Quake is just here once again to let you guys know. There's other choices out there, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube, once they take away the dislikes, fine, take them away. Watch YouTube start losing people little bit by little bit as they start finding out about things like Odyssey that I just told you about. And there's going to be more on that, you guys. Trust me, there's more people talking about it. If you guys want to find another one, check out Odyssey.com. Go over there. If you got a YouTube channel, your stuff will all transfer right over there, you guys. And guess what? Every time I make a video like this, it automatically goes over there. So I'm telling my people right now, come follow me on TJ Quake's Ghetto Gaming right over there on Odyssey too. In case anything ever happens here, I got your back and everything. So we're going to get ready to head out on this one right now, you guys. It's been lovely talking to you. But as you guys always know, TJ Quake likes to bring the craziness, bring the dream to you. You know, I'm not one of those people that wants to sit around and wait for somebody to attack me. I'm going to be the one that's going to do the attacking and everything. And it's going to be for good reason and so forth. You're not going to get me off balance. I'm going to get you off balance. And I'm going to make sure that you can't come back at me again with your craziness. And that means in everything we do. These people hate our country. These people are trying to destroy our country. The Biden administration is trying to destroy our country. These people don't give a flip. Biden, he's freaking, this dude is, first of all, he's got dementia. So, you know, I mean, I'm sorry. That's just the brother. He's losing it. He's not well. The man's farting in front of freaking the daggum British, you know, royalty out there. He's like, oh, man, did I live that way? The girl said it was long and proud and long. It's, oh man, embarrassment. And he just walks out there without like it wasn't me. Was that you? Kamala Harris is out there freaking trying to calm things over there in France by acting like she's trying to speak to them in their accent. It's one thing you try to speak somebody's language. It's another thing when you're trying to act like the pantels, and I take you to the Casbah. Yeah, that's what she was doing, literally, people, and trying to do an accent. Like Hillary Clinton when she was up there trying to, I no longer feels no more. I will be right behind you because I am a black woman. I mean, I'm a white woman. Trying to act like she was black. I don't feels no power no more. Go look it up, you guys. Hillary Clinton talking in front of a black crowd, and she tried to talk like she was black. Oh, remember when she brought out the old hot sauce? On the radio show she was on, and she said, yeah, I carry my hot sauce everywhere I go. Like, that's what black people always do. You guys want to know who the real racists are? Look at the Democrats. Look at the things they say. Look at what they do and everything. The majority of these elite Democrats, they're the real racists. Ask Biden if he would ever let a black man marry his white daughter. Oh, you'll find out. You always know who was the real racist in the end and everything. If that man had a problem with this black man dating his white, beautiful daughter, his lily white daughter. Oh, if there was a problem with that, racism to the max. Trust me, my ex, yeah, her daddy was that way. Oh yeah, he disowned her because she was pregnant with my child and everything. Oh yeah, it was that kind of stupid stuff and everything. Oh, you know who the real racists are because they let you know in a heart attack. You know, when it comes down to the real nitty gritty and so forth. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't let these people fool you, and don't let them tell you everything in this world, in this country, is racist and everything. Because if it was, black people would probably have been gone a long time ago. But you notice they're not leaving. You notice you see them all on the networks, and they're doing really well for somebody who's is in a racist country. Just ask them, well, why are you still here? If it's so freaking horrible and racist here, why are you still here? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't want to go nowhere because they know this is the greatest place on earth, America, and so forth. But we're going to take back our country. We're going to take it back with God and everything else that He has planned for good people who want to just be free. And that's all it is, people. It's all about being free and having our freedoms and not letting these idiots out here try to take our rights away from us and think they can silence us by, oh, we're going to take away your dislikes. Hint, hint. Okay. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is TJ Quake, your Ghetto Gamer. Come and check me out on the next one. We'll be back with some more flavor and be watching out for those new movie reviews from TJ and MJ. Spend your dollar, save your dollar movie reviews. You can check us out on Spreaker.com and also from our website when you want to check out those live podcasts like we're doing right now. All right, peoples, may the funk be with you. I'm going to get ready to get out of here because I'm ready to get out of here. Peace.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm TJ Quake, the Ghetto. Yeah, let's do this. TJ Quake, the Ghetto Gamer. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. I'm TJ Quake, the Ghetto Gamer. On this gaming thing, gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on the gaming string. Bang bang, blaze 'em all up. TJ Quake, we bustin' like 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. I'm TJ Quake, the Ghetto Gamer. On this gaming thing.